let's go to the lead topic. Let's talk about the aliens. We have got UFOs over New Jersey. Now, not just over New Jersey. They were supposedly over the U.S. Capitol building last week. Did you follow that?
Yeah, dude, I think it's all crap.
What's your theory? Let's hear your theory on the
Travel
UFOs.
50 light years, 10,000 light years to go to New Jersey.
They wanted to go to Atlanta. They couldn't afford Vegas. They wanted Atlantic City.
Dude, I literally revolt on that spaceship. Like, I'm going back to planet Krypton or whatever. This is where you brought me? To freaking Cousin Vito's sandwich deli shop? Get out of here. He's smoking a cigarette in the back, dude. Get out of here.
I don't believe it's aliens. I want to make that clear. I don't believe it's aliens. Could you imagine? Just like think for a second. Let's say it's like March 2025. Aliens do land. They say, "Take me to your leader," and they go to meet with President Trump. Could you imagine that conversation?
If they think all of Earth is like New Jersey, because that's the only place
They're gonna blow us up.
Yeah, they'd kill us.
They're gonna blow us up.
Snooki,
yeah,
that's the best they saw of humanity. Snooki and JWoww. We're doomed, dude. We are doomed.
That's their leader. Yeah, take me to your leader. They get DJ Pauly D.
Yeah,
that's I mean, think about it though for a second. Like, let's break this down. Let's say aliens came to Earth, met with President Trump, and they wanted to get their message out to the people of Earth about whatever their agenda was. You're talking a 5-hour interview on Rogan. That's what's going to happen. You're talking aliens on Rogan for 5 hours.
How much can you bench?
Yeah. So have you ever tried DMT? I've got this new mushroom coffee, man. It's so much better than coffee. It doesn't give me the hangover that coffee does. Yeah, he just goes on a tirade. He's like the aliens talking about like all these advancements. They've cured every disease. And Rogan's like, Jamie, can you pull up that video of that bear attacking that antelope? Have you seen this video? Did you see the John Jones fight last weekend?
Oh my gosh, dude. That reminds me of the Mike Tyson thing.
Yeah.
Dude, I couldn't stream any of that fight because it kept messing up.
Same.
All I saw was Mike Tyson's butt cheeks.
Yeah. That
what
interview
I saw
with
my 12-year-old son. Thank you, America.
It's Netflix. You got to thank. That interview with the little girl was hilarious, though.
I didn't see that.
With the little, yeah, you did.
Oh yes,
I sent it to you.
Yes, you did.
Who gives a fuck about a legacy?
She's a professional.
She's going places. She's going places.
Class on how to give an interview when it goes completely south. She just smiled. Oh yeah.
Yeah, she's gonna. Next up, she'll be interviewing Xavier Jones.
Oh,
okay, so what do you think the drones are, if not aliens? What's your theory? Because I don't think they're aliens either.
So I think it's multiple things.
Yeah.
Okay. I think it's Christmas time. Drones are a
Santa.
big gift.
Oh. Not
right?
Santa.
Not Santa. I think drones are a big gift.
Sure.
All right, every Christmas. I'm gonna tell you,
they're cheap now.
They're getting cheaper every year.
They're like $30 at Home Depot.
My neighborhood, every Christmas, the week after Christmas, there's drones in every tree.
Yeah.
Okay? Those kids, they get them, they take them out. It's a windy day.
Yep.
The wind takes it. The bad boy's gone.
Yeah, because you get the cheap ones that can't hang out in the wind.
Yeah, exactly. And I think it's before Christmas. People are getting drones, they're testing them out.
Yeah.
Now, with that said, I think some people are flying over bases to see what's going on.
Yep.
Okay. Now,
which we don't recommend. That is a good way to get a very uncomfortable conversation at your door if you do that.
What do I think is going on? I think it's a mixture of people flying, just people legit flying drones. I don't think it's people spying. I think it's people flying drones. And I think it's people thinking this. So then people hear it's a drone problem, and they see flashing lights in the sky. I think it's a drone when it's an airplane.
Yeah.
Like an airliner.
And I think that's what's happening now. I agree with that. I think that's so the reality
why would
is,
a foreign country use a drone that you can see to spy? That's pointless.
Because they're poor.
I mean, it is. Yeah.
But so the thing is, we've got more shit in our skies than we've ever had before, right? And when you've got more shit in your skies, people don't look up at the sky a lot. But when you give them a reason to, they're going to start looking.
Yeah.
And like I said, like I could probably walk outside right now, and if I sat on my porch for long enough, I'd see shit in the sky. You're gonna see planes, you're gonna see helicopters, you're gonna see drones, you're gonna see satellite stars, whatever, right? So
But this time of year, people flying for the holidays.
yeah, and when you're looking for something, you're going to see something more often than not. Like think about if you've got like a lump on your body and you go to the doctor and he looks at it and he's like, it looks fine. You know, if it starts to itch or it starts to hurt, come back and see me.
That's gonna itch and hurt.
And you fixate on that lump, it's going to start to itch and you're going to think it hurts because that's how it works, right? It's going to be the same thing. They're looking in the sky and they're looking for drones. I don't know if that's how it started though, because it does sound like some of the behavior's weird.
It sounds like some of it's kind of weird, but I don't think it's a foreign entity.
I don't either. I don't think it's a foreign concept.
I think
they would have shot it down if it was.
They would have shot it down, and I don't think it would be that obvious.
Yeah.
Like,
well, I don't know. China evidently just sent a hot air balloon across the whole country.
Yeah, there's that though. Did you know that there is? Speaking of drones, I just got to get this out. Popped in my head that there. I forgot the website, but you can Google it. I don't know if it's still up, but it used to be up. It was a Ukrainian website.
Yeah.
From the Ukrainian government, where you could pay, you give the money. It was the different price points, and it was like $50, and they will write whatever you want written on a grenade, and they will videotape them dropping it and killing a Russian. And for double the money. So for you give them the money, they'll do it one time.
Yeah.
But if it was like double the money or whatever, they will keep doing it with whatever you want written on it until it does kill someone, and then they'll send you the footage.
That's a little demented.
It's a little demented, but dude, for $2,000, they'll do it to an artillery shell. 152 millimeter.
That's
buddy.
a little demented. That sounds like something.
I was thinking, like, I was my wife, like, baby, how much do we need out of that tax return?
Yeah, it's like the kids really need braces this year. You know?
They're chewing food fine. Look at them.
Well, that's what I mean. We're mattress shopping right now, and I saw. I made the mistake of sitting down on like an $8,500 mattress, which is the worst thing anyone can do because you fall in love with it. And there's never another mattress you'll ever want again after that. Was it? I looked at my wife and I said, "Is public school really that bad?" That's what I said. It was like, "Is it?" That
was so good. I truly debated it.
It really was a good.
It was a good mattress.
It was a good mattress. It was one of those purple.
That's why the rich are always so happy.
I know.
It's the little things. They have a better mattress.
I feel like I could only sleep 2 hours and get better than an 8-hour sleep than I get.
It's like The Sims.
Yeah.
The Sims was like that, where like the more money you spent on a mattress, because like different things give you energy points.
Right. Yeah.
Whatever. I forgot how they rated it, but it was like the amount of energy a mattress would give you.
See, I would torture my Sims and keep them awake, so that didn't apply to me.
You could buy them a nicer mattress, and they need less sleep because the mattress gave them more energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you had a mattress with, if you got a bed with like level 10, then you only need a couple hours of sleep a night. Huh. But the downfall of that is they're usually the ugly ones.
Yeah.
See, I wouldn't want to get out of bed with an $8,000 mattress. You know what I mean?
Would you probably be so energized? You'd be like,
no, I'd be like, I spent $8,000 on this. I'm going to get my fucking money's worth. That's where I was.
This is $500 a month. I'm laying in this bad boy till I die.
Yeah, exactly. I like we're got like 3 mortgage payments on my fucking back right now. Let's do it. You know? Okay. So, have you seen the videos of the people in New Jersey that have decided to take matters into their own hands and shoot at the drones?
Yes, I have not seen them, but good for them.
You're talking, I don't have I forgot to put a video on, but you're talking cracking off 5.56 rounds in their neighborhood, residential suburban neighborhood, into the sky at this light. Again, things we don't advise that you do. Again, there is no better way to get an uncomfortable conversation with law enforcement than to fire aimlessly into the sky. I can assure you guys
I
of
thought
that.
about, like, why not use like a paintball gun?
The paint it probably wouldn't go far enough. That's I mean, dude, okay. Again, this is the problem. I wish they would just address it because you've got, I mean, really, the government's changed the story like 3 different times. Everybody knows a little bit, but they're not telling everybody everything, right? It's kind of like with 9/11, where you had NYPD, CIA, and FBI all had little pieces of information, but they didn't have the whole picture. And had they collaborated, they would have had the whole picture. So everyone's got different stories. The Pentagon, the Department of Justice, Congress, the FBI, the CIA, the White House, everyone's saying just a different version of the story. The White House said, let me see if I pull their, the White House, do you have the White House statement? There's a video of the White House statement. Pull the White House statement
Trump
up here.
said about it.
You saw what, pull the Department of Defense up first. Yeah, pull the Department of Defense, what they said. Yeah, that's what Biden's Department of Defense had to say about it. That was an official press release.
What does that say? I can't read that.
Mia, what does that say?
Test.
They gave Joe the computer back.
Is this real?
That was actually posted to their website.
This is
100% real. They posted that to their website at the height of all this drone shit. Just slammed on the keyboard. Here's what
Joe Biden just doesn't. He's still pissed. He lost. He don't even care.
No, Biden's trolling the whole thing. Yeah, he's going down in smoke. Here's what the White House has had to say about it. Go ahead and play the video.
This one?
Yeah.
About why we shouldn't be putting weapons
says,
in space.
Go back up. Scroll down. Should say WH statement. There you go.
I want to tell you what Kirby told us moments ago. And he said, quote, "The sightings to date include a combination of lawful commercial drones, hobbyist drones, and law enforcement drones, as well as manned fixed-wing aircraft, helicopters, and even stars that were mistakenly reported as drones." He goes on to say, "We have not identified anything anomalous or any national security or public safety risk over the civilian airspace in New Jersey and or in other states in the Northeast."
So that's what the White House said. Now, you've got the Congressional Oversight Committee, or the Congressional Intelligence Committee, excuse me, saying, sorry, I need to get an extension for those headphones, saying that that they think it's from Iran. Then they turn around and say it's from China. Then the Pentagon says we have no idea where it's coming from. Then the CIA, and then you have like CEOs of drone companies coming out saying they're ours, and these are the types of drones that they use. Because some of them are, there's a picture of a drone. Pull one of the pictures up there. Yeah, that one. Or video, sorry. Like that. Okay, you're good. So there's pictures like that. There are big ones that probably aren't civilians, and they're clearly not planes. So the question becomes, where are these things? Like, what are they? And they're not giving a straight answer. And that's what happens when we don't get a straight answer, is people freak out and they start shooting at the sky. That's the inevitable conclusion. We should know this by now in this country. When we don't tell people what's going on, they just start shooting at the sky. That tends to be the American response.
That is. That's so American right there. Let's just shoot up in the air.
Hey, there's a light in the sky. Let's crack a couple rounds off at it. Like, that's again, we don't advise you do that. Very, very bad idea for you to do that. But so that, yeah, they've changed the story like 3 or 4 times over the last week. Play the Trump video. Here's what Trump had to say about it. I thought Trump's quote was interesting.
Comment on the drones that are flying around New Jersey reports. It seems like the American people have a big disconnect.
The government knows what is happening. Look, our military knows where they took off from. If it's a garage, they can go right into that garage. They know where it came from and where it went. And for some reason, they don't want to comment. And I think they'd be better off saying what it is. Our military knows and our president knows. And for some reason, they want to keep people in suspense. I can't imagine it's the enemy, because if it was the enemy, they'd blast it out. Even if they were late, they'd blast it. Something strange is going on. For some reason, they don't want to tell the people. And they should, because the people are really, they happen to be over Bedminster. Want to know the truth.
So Bedminster is his golf course. And the reason that sticks out to me is because we talked about it last week. Iran played
owns that golf course?
What's that?
He
Trump owns it, yeah.
Okay.
Iran showed a video, it was like an animated video, a couple months ago, of them assassinating Trump playing golf at Bedminster with drones. with drone strikes. So since he's talking to somebody, because since this has happened, he's canceled all of his golf outings at this Bedminster. He's not playing golf there anymore. So the prevailing theory...
You think he'll go to Topgolf instead?
Yes, Trump is going to Topgolf. Could you imagine Trump?
The hot wings are amazing.
That would be right up his alley, though.
That would be.
Golf and shitty food, right up his alley.
Yeah.
And then RFK is just, you can't have that, Donald. You have to stop with this.
What's up with his? I cannot stand his voice, dude.
Some kind of disease. It's like degenerative disease in his throat. Yeah. I get it. It's annoying, but no. So the prevailing theory seems to be that some of these bigger ones, and you've had CEOs from drone companies come out and say it, that some of these bigger drones are drones that detect radiation. And evidently the US government bought a whole bunch of these drones when there was a concern that Russia was going to use a dirty bomb in Ukraine. And they never used them, and they're all just been sitting in warehouses over here. So there's one of two theories. That seems to be the prevailing theory, because yes, I agree. There are a lot of planes and people are just looking for shit and just trying to find stuff when there's nothing there.
And it's like New Jersey. Like, you have JFK, LaGuardia, you got Newark, you got Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Okay? Like, 4 major airports.
Yeah.
Very close to each other. I'm not saying it's all just commercial airliners, but...
Yeah. But so these drones though, they do detect radiation. They've shown pictures, like side-by-side comparisons of them, and that's what they do. So the prevailing theory is one of two things: that this is a drill, and they're wanting to do it over an area that's big but not New York big, to see what the general public's reaction would be if, in the event that they needed to find a bomb in a major American city, and they didn't want to set off a bunch of alarms and freak a bunch of people out, right? So that's the first theory, is that they're seeing how would, we don't feed anything to the media. How would we do?
How
would people respond to this? Yes, that's the first one.
They start shooting at them.
That is unfortunately what's happening.
Diane's grilling burgers. I'm going to let some of these 5.56s off of this drone in the backyard.
Exactly. The second theory is that there is a bomb here, and they are looking for it, because the bomb would be targeted to one of the port cities, because if you hit a port with a dirty bomb or a nuke or something like that, you wouldn't be able to import goods. You know how the story goes. The concern there is, we've broken it down on the show before, of all the weapons and money that gets sent to Ukraine, only about 40% of it actually gets there. We have no idea where the other 60% went. You also have to consider there's 5 missing suitcase nukes from the Soviet Union that are still at large from back in the Cold War. There was a nuclear weapon, a warhead in Ukraine that went missing. Nobody knows where that went. And we've had a wide open southern border for the last 4 years. So there could very well be a dirty bomb or a nuke in New York City, and we have no idea. That's the chief concern right there that you're seeing from a lot of people, and they're looking for it and they can't find it. Now, there was in 2019, do you remember, or no, 2021, sorry. 2021, there was a bunch of drones, same type of drones, that were getting sighted over Nebraska, Colorado, and Iowa. And the belief was that they were looking for something that had been lost in Ukraine. It was the same types of drones. They were looking for radiation. They were here for 2-3 days. Then they were gone. It was a blip on the radar. I forgot about it. And then I saw it, and I'm like, I do remember that when I saw somebody talking about it. So that's Nebraska, you've got Offutt. Denver's got an international airport. There's a lot of stuff going on there. So
why not Long Beach? That's a bigger port than anything they got in New York.
It's a good question. I don't know. That's a good question.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like,
yeah. That is our Florida. That's a good question. I don't know.
It's the Chinese, dude. Chinatown. New York City. It's them.
They're taking out their own people. Yeah. Well, Biden's pardoning all their spies, so that's all. Ugh. That's all. That's what they're doing there. So I don't know, man. The whole thing is good. I don't think it's aliens. I think I'm going to do a bonus episode sometime this week about an alien psyop, but I don't want to drag you into that because I don't have my thoughts organized on it yet. But if you take nothing else from this episode, it's that if you see a light in the sky, don't shoot at it. Just don't. If you're really concerned, call it in. But certainly don't just decide that it's a good time to sight in the rifle for next year's deer season.
I'm not going to lie, though. I would love to pop a drone out the sky.
Okay. So
that would be a blast. You cannot tell me. some jerk flying over your backyard.
Well, so here's my thing. So the FAA is involved with drones, right? So if you shoot it, you've committed a felony. If you knock it out of the sky, you can't take anything out of the sky that flies. But the problem with it is there's none of gray area. Because you know, your pervert neighbor can watch your 13-year-old daughter get changed in her bedroom from a drone. And if you go and knock it out of the sky with a shovel, all of a sudden you're getting the feds up your ass over it. And not that guy, not the child pornographer. So that's like, there's got to be a little bit more like, if a drone's over my house and looking through my windows. Now, if I'm in a suburban neighborhood, I probably shouldn't be able to just go blow it out of the sky. But, you know, if I want to take a slingshot or I want to take a baseball bat or throw a rock at it, I should be able to do that.
Paintball gun, man.
Paintball gun, perfect. Pellet gun, yeah. Pellet gun, yeah. I should be able to do that. I don't think that's unreasonable. Not at all. Yeah, I should be able to take it out of it. Should get the fuck off my property. It's not a helicopter. It's not a plane.
Yeah.
Well, that's the other thing is people are shining lasers at these things. And what they think are drones, they're actually hitting commercial airliners. They've arrested like a dozen people for shining laser pointers at airplanes in New Jersey over the last couple weeks. It's felony. Don't do that either. That's a great way. I don't know how they find the people that do that, but they find you.
Yeah,
and you do time.
I was thinking maybe they have a camera. Like a, because they have like auto cams,
Yeah.
And it sees the laser, it just follows where it's coming from, takes a night vision picture.
Yeah.
And then they give it to the police, but it's like, okay, that's 482 Anderson Avenue.
Yeah.
Let's so swing by real quick.
That would, I'll ask ChatGPT, how do they catch people who shine lasers?
ChatGPT, you're asking too many questions to the
operator. Yeah, it's like I've forwarded you to the FBI. Yeah. Planes.
What I've learned from this situation is I haven't learned anything. Don't trust the government. I already knew that.
Oh, yeah.
They're not your friend. They're not going to tell you anything.
They're not going to tell you.
The guy that got elected president is telling you that.
Yeah, they know.
They know. They're just not telling you what it is. I don't know why they're not telling you.
No. And that's the thing is, I mean, okay, so let's say it is a dirty bomb. Let's say it is a nuke. Do you tell people?
You shouldn't.
No, because they freak out.
They freak out. Hey, by the way, there's a suitcase-sized nuclear weapon floating around.
We don't know where it's at.
New Jersey. It's going to look like a MacBook.
Well, because they freak, not only does it freak people out, but it also forces the terrorist's hand. Because then the terrorist goes, all right, everybody's going to be out of town in a day. Boom. Yeah. I might as well capitalize now.
Or do I, they're going to get me anyways. Blow it up now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What is it? It's going to look like an Xbox. Now people are going out blasting their kids' Xbox.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? Exactly.
Going to their like, don't you have an Xbox 360 and a One Series S? Bam!
Boom.
Hit it with the bat. You know
that's
what
right.
I mean?
It's not the Series X though. No, not that. But no, but seriously, that's. I don't, if it is a dirty bomb, I don't think you tell people.
You shouldn't.
Because if you float the drones out and you float rumors out like you've been seeing, enough people you're gonna have the people to get freaked out and dip town, right? They're like, I'm out of here. I'm not hanging around for this. I'm going to my aunt's in Florida. Whatever. They're gone. And then slowly more people will freak out. And yeah, you won't get the whole city evacuated, but enough people will have left. Whereas if you say, hey, there's a nuke in New York City, everybody tries to leave at the same time. Most of them don't even have cars. So they're all it's pure chaos. You got people killing each other, looting. Chaos in the streets. And
but what happens if the power goes out for a long time in New York City?
Yeah. In New York City, if the power goes out?
Yeah. It's happened before. It was complete pandemonium.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing is you wouldn't even need a nuke to fuck up New York City. An EMP, those people would be eating each other in 2 days. It's seriously. You think I'm kidding? So it does say ground-based detections. Airports and cities use specialized equipment to detect and track laser beams. You were right. Surveillance cameras near airports can capture video evidence potentially identifying the offender's location. So there you go.
There's nothing else in the sky, and if a laser is flying up from some random place, like the
camera tracks it back. Yeah.
Yeah, it tracks it back down.
We should go try it. No, I'm kidding. That's no.
We should tell.
I'll just use my gun.
What's the communist comedian?
Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked what you saw, be sure to click the link in the description to get the full episode on Rumble. If you prefer to listen along, you could actually get us on Spotify, Spreaker, and iHeartRadio. You can also go to www.outlawstreamers.com to learn more about not just my show, but tons of other great shows and all the exciting projects they have coming up. Follow my socials at Caleb Isn't Funny on Twitter and Instagram, at Caleb Salvatore Comedy on the Chinese Spy app that is TikTok, and be sure to like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Thanks, and we'll see you every Saturday for brand new episodes of That's Based. Peace.